What's up YouTube, it's Alex Combo here from Snowbound Apothecary. Today I want to give you guys my 7 quotes about routine that got me through the week. Alright, the first quote that I want to start with is by Gary Vaynerchuk. It is, "Be the hardest working person you know." This quote resonates very strongly with me personally because this has always been my goal. While I am not the best worker, I am a hard worker and I work long days, long shifts, long nights. But I still like to have time for my family, and I believe that's important as well. So I would say make sure that you block out at least half a day a week for your family. A lot of people will disagree with this, but in true Gary Vaynerchuk sense, if you will, I believe family first, company second. Okay guys, I'm going to be looking down at my book here, reading my notes off. I don't really believe in cutting videos. Well, I believe in cutting them as little as possible so you guys can have the full authentic me. So just expect me to be looking down. The second quote is, "You will never change your life until you change something you do daily." Now, as I said, this is mainly about routines this week, and this is a huge part of it because consistency is ultimately what you are striving for. As soon as you hit that daily goal, as soon as you establish that daily routine, that daily goal, this is when you really start to see the progress, the gains in what you're doing. And this is where you really start to build up that momentum in your industry, and you really start to grow your company, especially the more you stick to it, because the more you stick to it, the more you stick to your plan, your vision, the more you're going to be rewarded. That's just how it works. Okay, the next quote number 3 is, "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated." This really just hammers that in a little bit more. If you want to be successful, you have to start with the small efforts every single day. Get those little parts of your routine right. Wake up early in the morning, do your meditation, do your mantra, read a chapter of a book, go for a run, whatever you need to do. These small steps, these are what are going to keep you sharp mentally and have you keep going. Okay, the next quote is, "The secret of getting ahead is based on the manageable tweaks, not the tectonic shifts." This quote comes from the book Hustle, and I believe this is really, really one of the quotes that resonated with me the most this past week out of anything else, because it's so easy to look at everything as a whole and to not, zoom in on it and look at it as a small part of it. Every little tweak that you do is manageable. I like to see this quote as a day-by-day sense as well. If you're quitting drinking, if you're an alcoholic and you're quitting drinking, you don't look at the whole vision of "I'm never going to drink again." You take it day by day. You say, "I'm not going to drink right now. I'm not going to drink this hour, this hour, this hour," if you're really bad, And then at that point is when you really start to see the fruits of your progress come to fruition. The next quote is, "Take bite-sized risks every day." Every single day you want to take a little bit of a risk to build that courage and that character and that charisma and that part of you that's just different. Because let's face it, you have to start with the small risk. If you're going to give an elevator pitch to a multi-billion-dollar CEO, you have to know how to give your elevator pitch to a $100,000 company CEO first. You got to start with those small risks, otherwise you're going to fail when you get in the elevator and you start pitching to that very, very valuable client. The next one that I have for you guys, number 6, is, "Time is valuable. Live as if that is true." Every second, every minute, every hour of every day is important. It's really hard to be productive for every single second, every single minute, every time you're doing something to be productive, but come as close as you can and don't burn yourself out, because burnout is very, very real, guys. I was just establishing this routine a week ago and I already was starting to feel a little bit of burnout, so I hate taking naps because I see that as the most unproductive thing you can do, but I ended up taking a 30-minute nap anyway, and I just believe that ultimately you really need to understand that time is valuable, and there are very many different sides to that, And one of those sides to that could be making sure that you allot yourself enough time for your rest every single day, that you don't face burnout, because the second you hit that is the second you start losing all of this momentum that you are already gaining. And the final quote that I have for you guys is: the journey across the world starts with the first step. This quote resonates extremely strong with me as well, because it's so easy to have one of two things happen. The first thing that can happen is you're so caught in daydreaming about your vision, you're so caught up in the visualization process that you don't actually act. There has to be that second part of that. Without the acting, this is a two-part dance here. Without the acting, you will get no reaction. Okay, that's an old quote that most people should know, and that really ultimately describes how luck and success really work. You have to really be pushing yourself to your limits, and you have to take the first step first. And a lot of people think the first step is visualizing. The first step is the first action. But on the other hand of that spectrum, the second thing I wanted to tell you guys is it's also easy to get so caught up in acting that you forget about the visualization. And this is just as strong. If you don't have a vision in place, then you'll accidentally take the second step first before you take the first step. And when you take the second step first, think of yourself as like you're drunk and you're walking and you accidentally take a step down a stair and you miss the stair that you're on and you trip up, you fall down, it takes you a little bit longer to get up. That is what it's like to take the second step first. If you take a second to visualize your process, you'll know what your first step needs to be, and you'll be able to do it when you need to do it, how you need to do it, and you'll be able to do it well. So that's all I got for you guys this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned every Monday and Thursday. Mondays are my motivational Mondays. They are longer videos, and Thursdays are my quotes, and ultimately me defining what the quotes mean to me to you guys. But you guys should comment below. Let me know what you guys get from these quotes, because that would be very interesting to hear what you guys think about this topic. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on Monday.